welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lorena and I love to share my recipes with you. And if you've been here before, then hello again. A few weeks ago, I posted on my Instagram stories that I was making chicken nuggets that were breaded with quinoa, and a lot of you guys asked me if I could teach you how to do that. Apparently you were really interested. The good thing is that this technique, you don't need to necessarily use it to make nuggets. You can also bread a piece of fish, for example, and it goes gorgeous. As always, if you want to see the full recipe, then all you need to do is click on the link in the description box below, and that will take you to the blog where you will find lots more recipes. Also remember that if you like this video, you can always put thumbs up to it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. I'm now going to make these quinoa breaded nuggets, so if you want to see how it's done, then keep on watching this video. The quinoa needs to be cooked before we bread our nuggets, so that's what we're going to do first. Quinoa is covered in a component called saponin, and that is what gives it a bitter taste. So if you don't wash it properly, you will have a bitter aftertaste. It's also toxic in really large amounts, so how about not eating it at all? So you know you've done washing it if the water comes out clean. Once you've washed it, we're going to cook it just like rice. I'm going to add a bit of olive oil into my pan, and then we're going to put it in here and give it a stir and cook it for about 1 minute in the hot oil. Then we're going to add double the amount of water as of quinoa, and then let it cook on low heat with a lid on until it dries up completely. So right now I'm in a nice medium heat. I'm also going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're ready to add the water. I'm now going to let it come to a boil, and when it does that, I'm going to turn the heat down to minimum and put a lid on it. The quinoa will take roughly 20 minutes to cook completely through, and then we're going to take it out, let it cool down a bit, and we're ready to bread our chicken. It's really important that while the quinoa is cooking, you don't go and stir it around, because then it will become sticky, just like rice. Okay, so my quinoa is completely cooked. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy. At this point, you could use it for a salad or anything else if you wanted to, or you could also make my recipe for crispy quinoa. I'll leave you on the eye above the video for that. In here I have my chicken breast, which I've already cut into cubes, and I've added about half a teaspoon of salt and a bit of pepper just to season it. Over here I have some flour. I'll probably need more than this, but I don't want to add all the flour in here, because whatever excess I have in here I won't be able to use for anything else, because of course it has it will have bits of chicken. Then next to here I have 1 egg, which I've beaten with about a teaspoon of water roughly, and that helps it adhere more to the flour. And of course the last step is going to be my quinoa. This is regular flour, but you can also use whole wheat flour or even oatmeal flour, and that will work just as fine. The other thing that you need to remember when we're going to bread something is that you need to have one dry hand and a wet hand. So the wet hand will handle the raw chicken and when it goes into the egg as well, and the dry hand will handle the flour and the quinoa. That will make your life easier, because if not, you're going to bread your fingers. So with my wet hand, I'm going to take one of the chickens and put it inside the flour, give it a stir, and then take it with my dry hand. Take out the excess always. Then we put it into the egg, give it a stir, take it with my wet hand, let it drip a bit, and then it goes into the quinoa, where I cover it with my dry hand. And that's it. Your piece of chicken breast is now breaded with quinoa. I finished breading my chicken nuggets, and they're in the freezer while I'm heating up my oil. The reason I want to put them in the freezer is so that the egg hardens a bit, and then when I put the chicken in here, it's less likely that the breading would come off. If you have more time than me, then you can put them for an hour or a couple of hours, or even overnight in the fridge covered. My oil is now nice and warm at medium heat. Anyway, I'll show you the amount of bubbles that we're looking for when we put the chicken inside, so that you can regulate to see if your stove is a bit hotter or maybe a bit colder and you need to put it up a bit. Once they are done and crispy, I'm going to transfer them onto this bowl that has some kitchen paper at the bottom so that it removes the excess of oil that is at the surface. You could also cook these at the oven for a healthier version, but it will take longer and they will definitely be a bit more dry and the quinoa won't be as crispy. This is exactly the amount of bubbles that we want to see when we put the chicken inside. After a couple of minutes, they will be nice and golden like this, and that's where we can take them out. That was my quinoa breaded chicken nugget recipe. I really hope you liked it. If you did like it, don't forget to put thumbs up to this video. It makes me really happy. Please, if you make this recipe or any other recipe from the blog, don't forget to send me a picture or tag me on them because I really love to see what you cook. Also, if there's anything savory or sweet that you would like me to teach you how to make, then you can leave a comment below. I'm posting videos every Thursday and Sunday, so if you don't want to miss any of them, then I recommend that you subscribe to my channel. It's free and only one click away. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest and Facebook as Cravings Journal. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time.